Hello everyone at my Gold Experience B1 Plus. Okay, hope you're all very well and I hope you're keeping well. Now, just as a matter of announcement, just make sure that just expect that you or your parents will expect an email from me in regards to the classes, and to make sure that you respond to my classes and to make sure that you do your work accordingly, okay? And for some of you who are doing PET, that is very important. I need to keep in contact with you in order to practice and to give you extra activities as and when it's needed. Okay, so in today's lesson, what I want you to do is open your books to page 82, which we're going to be looking at grammar. Okay, so if you open your page to 82, pause the video and then come back and then I'll go through it with you. Okay, so welcome back, and now we're going to be looking at number 1. I want you to look at the grammar box on page 82. Read the grammar box and these sentences and complete the gaps in the grammar box A to E with the correct form of the words in bold in the sentences 1 to 5. So there are 5 sentences, and then look at the grammar box below. So literally, complete the gaps in the grammar box A to E in the correct form of the words in bold in the sentences 1 to 5. Okay, I'm going to give you 4 minutes. Okay, pause the video and then come back. Okay, so I'm going to go through the answers with you for this part. Okay, so I'm going to go through the answers with you for this part. So in A, so let's look at the Explorer grammar box. So infinitives and ing forms. So the to infinitive, okay? The to infinitive comes after certain verbs, for example, see, want, intend, decide, expect, plan, hope, manage, promise, would like, love, and prefer. So for example, someone has managed to make it a piece of the material, to make it the piece of the material. So what verb goes in here? If you said appear, you would be correct. So if you said appear, you would be correct. Now, if you look at B, after certain verbs in the object, for example, want, expect, or encourage, what kind of verb would we use here? So for example, scientists expect it to be more accurate soon. The correct one would be allow. Okay, so allow would go with B. Okay, now if you look at C, after where, what, when, how, and which, so for example, no one can work out how to produce a battery, the correct answer is who. So who would be the correct answer in this one? All right. Then we go further down the list with the infinitive without to. So with the infinitive without to. So we go further down with this. And with that, after certain verbs and the object, for example, make, help. So for example, this makes it disappear from view. If you said the word let, it would go in here. It would go in here. All right. Then the ing form. After certain verbs, for example, enjoy, imagine, involve, or avoid, correct answer would be suggest. So suggest would be the correct verb to use here. So imagine knowing what your friends really think. And in F, we use infinitives and ing forms for after prepositions, including verb, adjective, and the preposition. So have you ever dreamt of being a superhero? Who hasn't? Who has not dreamt of being a superhero? And obviously people are a bit nervous about trying that as well. Okay, so just remember there are lots of different ways we look at this. Okay, so moving on very, very swiftly, we're going to move on to activity 3. So there's some activities I'm going to get you to complete, and then I'm going to explain the infinitives and ing forms in the grammar section as well, which you will also have to complete for homework. So in activity 3, I want you to complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Okay, and I will check your answers. So give yourself 3 minutes, pause the video, and complete activity 3. Okay, now that you've finished activity 3, I want you to move on to activity 4. What you have to do is you have a text on Olympian insects. Choose the correct words to complete the text. So choose the correct words to complete the text. Okay, so choose the correct words to complete the text. Okay, give yourself 2 to 3 minutes, pause the video, and then come back. Okay, now we're moving on to activity 5. You have another text to complete. You have to complete the text with the correct form of these verbs. So you have a set of verbs, but you have to use the correct form. So some can be continuous form, past form, relative forms. Okay, be very careful with your use of verbs here and try and answer them. Okay, so make sure that you do that. Okay, give yourself 4 minutes, pause, and then come back. Okay, good work so far. Now I would like you to open your book, to change the page, not open your books, but to turn your pages to page 154, 154. So unit grammar file, unit 6, this page here. And this section, okay, so this section here. So in the grammar reference, what we're looking at is infinitives and ing forms. Looking at infinitives and ing forms. So we have the to infinitive. So the to infinitive, we use the to infinitive after certain verbs, for example, agree, decide, promise, refuse, and prefer. I'm going to just use some example sentences, but you can read this as well. So I'm hoping to go to Africa next year. I'm hoping to go to Africa next year. I would love to go to Africa, maybe in the future. Who knows? Okay, after certain verbs and objects, for example, ask, encourage, expect, and want. So for example, he encouraged us to accept the young animal as a gift. So we're accepting the young animal as a gift. And no one expected the animals to survive. Okay, so keep, as I say, there's sometimes after certain verbs and objects, we use a to infinitive. And also after where, what, when, how, and who, the to infinitive, he showed us where to find the animals. Okay, he showed us where to find the animals. Okay, so there are different ways we use that as well with use of the W words. Who, what, where, when, why. Oh no, not why, not why, how. And also infinitive without to. So we use the infinitive without to after certain verbs and objects, for example, help, let, and make. So for example, the trip helped me recover from my illness. So the trip helped me recover from my illness. And the ing form, we use it after certain verbs such as like deny, imagine, suggest. Okay, so it was raining, so I suggested going home. Pardon me, I do beg your pardon. And after prepositions. So for example, are you interested in having an exotic pet? So it comes after certain prepositions too. So what I would like you to do, now this is a homework that I would like you to complete. For homework, I want you to complete activity 1 and 2 on page 155. Now, as I said before, on page 155, activity 1 and activity 2, okay, to complete for homework. Now, what I want you to do is either take a photo of what you've done and of what the work you've done today, and then, or type your answers and email them to me so I can check and see how well you're doing. Also as well, as I mentioned before in the previous video, starting next week, I am aiming to start Skype classes with everybody at least once a week. So once a week doing a Skype class, and for this group, I'm aiming it to be on Thursdays at 4 o'clock to 4:45. Now normally you have me 5 to 6, but I'm making it an hour earlier, so it's 4 to 4:45. So from 4 p.m. to 4:45 p.m. we will meet for a Skype session. This is to go through any exercises in the book, any difficulties we're having, and also to practice different exam technique. Okay, I make sure you get your work done. I want to wish you all a very good weekend, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Okay, take care, stay happy, be safe, and be healthy. Okay, see you soon, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye.